I have put myself out of this apartment, Akshav, and I am still here looking at the door locking and waiting for God to come and get me. Yeah, I want to see God come and get me. I don't want to see any more police coming to get me, to put me in an ambulance, to put me in a hospital that's in the city with an address. They keep putting me in a hospital with an address. They put me in a hospital with an address over the past 20 years. By ambulance bills, I don't have money for that because I don't have money for rent and I don't have a house. And you don't mind that you have the emergency to feed me food and you run up enormous medical bills on myself, and I am shutting off alive anyway. You purely don't like me. Yeah, but I don't want to think about it anymore. I want to be out of the formed world because I don't want to think about that I don't know what's going to happen to me today or tomorrow. Yeah. And onwards. So I'm hoping you know that I'm going to death myself, but I have the homeless problem that I have been shouted, and I do know that I am being murdered because I am ordered according to you. And that's not true because you don't accept that I'm shouted, and you think that's correctable with a shot injection of Halidol and a discharge plan that if anything comes up again, I can always go back into the hospital for more shots, injections of Halidol. That's a very interesting way to handle a hospital with an address. You don't know that you're in a hospital with an address is not appropriate for you to discipline somebody in a hospital with an address when you're in the address yourself and you want to correct them because you're employed and you're extremely important. You're employed and you're important. You're fired. Every time you're employed, you're fired. If I see you and you're not myself, you're fired out of employment. You have to do something for God. If you're employed and you do something for God, nobody's going to see you do it. If I catch you doing employment, you're fired. Can everybody who sees this video, can everybody see it at the same time? Everybody who's ever been employed, you all have to watch this video at the same time, and you're all fired at the same time equally. And you don't agree with each other. You can't help each other with that. You can't have a manager. You can't have a supervisor. You can't be a CEO on a rocket ship. Jeff Bezos, you're fired. You don't have another girlfriend. You didn't get married again. You're so hysterically fired because you're homeless. You're due outside homeless to think about yourself and your God. And then you can go to jail from homeless because you don't have an address, you don't afford one, you go to jail. And then you get the address deceased, by that you're sent to a prison, and the address will be deceased by a gun. Do you not know the order? But you know how to put a shot of Halidol in somebody who shouted, deceased at you, that I died against yourself. And you said, I don't believe you, and put a shot of Halidol in me, and I can't stop you. And it's not my karma. I completely never purchased a shot of Halidol. There is an address on the hospital, and I don't have to have a shot of anything if I don't pay for it with money. Where do you get off? You need a hospital with no address, and you don't have that luxury. You're not in a hospital with no address. If you gave me a shot of Halidol, you gave it to me in a hospital with an address, because here I am at an address. You don't have the address, deceased, and you're so cocked that you think you're over me. You're over me in what way? Take your shoes off, take your clothes off, and you're just like me, like what you did to me. stripping me down in a hospital and looking at me up and down. I don't need that. You're not over me because you're looking at me and I don't have anything to wear. You're not over me because you have a shot of Halidol you didn't put in your own self. You're not over me because you're not myself. And I'm not sorry that I'm not yourself. I am none higher than me deceased. Everybody who's not myself is going to be sorry that you are yourself. You're not sorry to each other? Too bad. You had plenty of time to be sorry to each other that you're not each other. When I come, you're going to be sorry to me that you're not yourself. You're going to lose your head. I'm not putting a shot of Halidol in you. You don't have enough money for Halidol. You clearly stole that you ever could see it. Does anybody reach into their wallet and they have Halidol money? I don't believe you. If you have money in your wallet, you stole it. Go outside, take off all your clothes, and wait for God to give you a death. And you're still going to be alive is not due to your genitals. You live off the sickest cry in God. 20 years of Halidol shots on myself, and I am not a cadaver. You are the sickest imbeciles ever. You are an imbecile. You don't say that about me. I am not an imbecile. You are an imbecile. You live off of me, you sick vampires.